Well, welcome. My name is Greg Szocs. I'm ice safety representative from the Lifesaving Society of Manitoba, and we're here today to talk a little bit about clothing and ice safety and how that clothing can relate to what you do on the ice, and depending on what you're going to do, maybe what you should be wearing. So we have several different suits here. Each one has its own inherent benefits, and some of them have a little bit of drawback. So you might want to think about what your activity is, whether it's, say, snowmobiling, ice fishing. These are good. Some of these can be used in the summer, which is a great thing. They're transferable back and forth between your snowmobile or your boat or your ice fishing trip. And maybe we'll start with this first one here. This one here is a Mustang survival suit. It's just your basic run-of-the-mill suit. They're relatively inexpensive. This is a two-piece model. So look for a style that has a bib, adds that extra level of flotation above the waist. Also hypothermia protection. The only drawback on a suit like this is it doesn't necessarily have the draw tags on the cuffs for the legs and for the jacket. The jacket does have like a pleated sleeve or whatever, but really what you're looking for is, if you ever go through the water or through the ice, is something that's going to keep the water from circulating in and out of your suit. The idea is the water is going to flow in, there's going to be that initial shock, but eventually after a few minutes your body will start to warm that water up. Keep it from circulating buys you time in the water to get out. So this particular suit doesn't always offer that. Some models do, but it's really good to have something on the cuffs to make sure if you do go in the water that they don't ride up your leg. Another suit, this is a one piece. I don't want to say one size fits all because they are sized. This is an XL, fairly large one. You'll see the features on this are a little bit better. They do have the tightening on the cuffs. So this is something you could even do before you go in. If you fall in the water, you can actually tighten them while you're in the water. Preferably you do it ahead of time, always expecting to go through it because all ice is unsafe until tested. Again, cuffs on the bottom has the advantage of a zipper so that you can get this suit on over top of your boots. You don't necessarily have to dress down for it. Provides plenty of flotation all through right from the feet up to the top. That's a good one. Higher end is the Mustang Catalyst. This great snowmobiling suit adds a lot of extra flotation and thermal control as well. Whether you're in the water or outside the water really doesn't matter. This one's got a waistband so that if you do go into the water, it's going to keep the jacket from riding up. Also, bib style pants go along with this design. Again, can be cinched up at the foot to allow water to be kept inside and not circulate or minimize the circulation, and has a zipper and Velcro on the front and also rides high on the chest. Not a whole lot of flotation in here. Most of it is down below. You get the warmth from the jacket, but easy to get on. Again, slide it on, pull it up, make sure it's sized correctly, make sure your straps fit properly, and relatively comfortable on the snowmobile. Now to get into similar device, also adds flotation. This is the FXR FAST system, FAST. It is a good jacket. Snowmobilers wear these all over the place. Great flotation. There's debate onto how long that flotation is going to last. It really doesn't matter. You're not going to spend a whole lot of time in the water. The idea is to get out. This is going to give you that flotation to initially get out. They're a lot more flexible. You can see that these tend, because of the type of flotation that's in them, very stiff. Takes a little bit of time to work those into a comfortable state. The FXR comes pretty much right out of the box. Very comfortable, very flexible, easy to ride on the snowmobile, and provides a lot of good warmth too. So look for something that you like. Look for something that suits the activity that you're going to be doing, and look for something that's going to provide good buoyancy and good thermal protection if you ever go through the water and when you're out of the water, because you have to wear this all the time. In addition to having great flotation and great thermal protection, you also should have some kind of a device to help you get out of the water if you ever need to. We refer to these as ice picks. This is one particular design. There are several on the market. Look for one that's relatively sharp, not too sharp, because that's not really what's important. but that they interlock so that you don't hurt yourself when they're in your pocket. They can be kept in the jacket pocket, up high, easy to reach. You get them once you're in the water. They have to be available. Make sure you know how to use them. Make sure that you put them around your neck. Once you're in the water, you don't want to drop these. And there's a technique that we'll talk about a little bit later on how to use them to get to traverse the ice and get out of the hole. The other thing is a whistle, sorry. On the zipper here, on this particular jacket, is a whistle. It needs to be able to reach your mouth. A lot of people will put them on the pocket zipper or on the zipper of the actual device itself. So that it's up here, you go into the water, it's a P-less whistle, which means it will not freeze. There's no P in there to freeze against the wall. Similar to what officials use, referees use. Works all the time, whether it's wet or not, but it has to be able to reach your mouth. So you need to put it on a zipper somewhere where it's close. You don't want to just have it in your pocket where you have to reach for it and pull it out where you may be able to drop it.